As the gap between rich and poor continues to widen, the world seems stuck on what needs to be done to fix it. In the 21st century, the developed world has gotten really good at creating prosperity but really sucks at sharing it. In the United States alone, it has been reported that in 2021 the top 5% hold 65% of the country's total wealth, while the bottom 50% hold only 2.8% of the total wealth. The difference between these two groups is in how people are remunerated. The lower group, the working class, receives the nominal wage, not even the real wage, and the upper group, the capitalists, receives a percentage of the profit. The rest of the world is quickly learning to catch up, but still in the phase of creating and accumulating wealth by individuals. However, it will face the same dilemma at the end of the tunnel. The psychological contract with an old arrangement, the double standard, based on an argument that has long since lost its validity, and the paranoia born of the fiascos of communism and socialism prevent us from realizing the paradigm shift of the 21st century on which something new should be built. Is this the cause of these recurring booms, bubbles, and busts? Well, it's part of a combination of several factors. The working class has become highly efficient through technology and sophisticated individual means of participating in business or commerce. This led to overproduction and the cheapening of our needs and wants. And as the nation has become addicted to growth, economies, especially the developed ones, have come to depend on oxycodone on the people, which is credit, or people's ability to spend the rewards or potential future earnings of a business today, to keep it going. It turned consumers into ridiculous shoppers. In the global economic circus where clowns and fools ride unicycles while stacking baskets of eggs, it's no wonder that every once in a while, people or nations run into each other, stumble, and create a scary mess. Alas, this unsustainable folly only benefits one side of the world, but once something goes wrong, everyone pays the price. Now, what is ethosism? Bertrand Russell's solution to economic equity expressed in the 1930s was, if we wish to diminish the love of money, which, we are told, is the root of all evil, the first step must be the creation of a system in which everyone has enough and no one has too much. His intuition was correct, but could be misinterpreted as an orientation towards socialism or communism. Capitalism is rooted in the notion of primitive representation of the working class and the scarcity of resources. In the 19th century, during the Western wave of industrial revolution, you had to invest your money to build a shoes factory and train the workforce. Today, the most important aspect of the paradigm shift is that people pay and acquire their means of participation or engagement in the business or enterprise. In terms of resources, the most critical but least acknowledged is human creativity. Creative of the mother of innovation, which in turn is the key to prosperity in the 21st century. Thus, knowledge, skills, and brawn are as valuable as gold and money. On these basis, ethosism states that just as the pirate shared the loot, everyone else should be rewarded as a percentage of the surplus a business or an enterprise generates. In doing so, unlike communism or socialism, it will remove the middleman, the state, from the equation, and unlike the case of capitalism, curb the proliferation of billionaires while expanding and improving the quality of the middle class in a country.